You never thought this would happen. Osama Bin Laden's niece came out and endorsed Donald J. Trump for president. And no, I'm not joking. Bin Laden's niece says that only Trump can prevent another 9/11. And conveniently, this is her first ever public interview. The first thing I thought when I saw this headline was, yikes, this is not a good endorsement for Trump. But then I realized that is exactly what Trump wants us to do. This New York Post interview comes out 2 days after that abysmal Atlantic article. The one that basically exposes Trump for calling veterans losers and fallen soldiers suckers. He also said, I don't know if people would want to look at wounded vets at a White House event. It's like, come on, man, you're the commander-in-chief. I mean, and the Atlantic was confirmed by both CNN and Fox News. Trump can't get out of this one, although I will point out, almost around the same time in the election cycle in 2016, this is when the Bill Bush Trump tapes came out where, he said, grab him by the you-know-what. And we all thought that would be the end of Trump, and there's no way he survives that one, but he did. But again, Donald has that kind of Teflon quality where nothing sticks to him. Everything falls off no matter what he says. It just doesn't ever stop his rise to power. It never doesn't seem to affect his base or his voters. And it doesn't surprise us either. I'm getting off topic. I was getting a lot of replies on Twitter that Osama Bin Laden would have endorsed Joe Biden for president. You guys do know that under Obama and Joe Biden, Osama Bin Laden was captured and killed. So that argument doesn't make any sense. Let me just acknowledge this baseless conspiracy that, hey, there's going to be a terrorist attack if Biden is elected. So you want to keep me because I'm good at defending our country. But the truth is, no, he's not. Trump is weak on terrorism. On all fronts. I mean, he ignored the Russian bounties that were paid to the Taliban to take out our troops. I mean, whether or not it was true, he's still yet to acknowledge it. And he can't condemn Putin, or he can't condemn cyber terrorism on Russia interfering with the 2016 election. And they're doing it again, and he still can't condemn it. Why? Because he's weak. I mean, or Vladimir Putin has something on Trump that... Anyways, he defended Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, a dictator. I mean, under his regime, a Washington Post American journalist, Amal Khashoggi, was decapitated on national television. And what did Trump do? He invited the dictator over to the White House, he shook his hand, and he said that he didn't want to harm future business deals with Saudi Arabia. The only group of people that Trump is tough on are immigrants and women and minorities. Just to show you how ridiculous this is, Noor bin Laden is a Sunni Muslim. Donald Trump is the most anti-Muslim, xenophobic president that we have ever had. What do you think? Doesn't this just seem like a desperate attempt to try to salvage Trump's base of Marines and soldiers and military families? And in this article, she says it's very worrying that the left has aligned itself completely with the people who share the radical Islamic ideology. Completely ridiculous propaganda. It almost seems like this Bin Laden niece had a gun to her head by the Trump campaign and was forced to answer these questions this way. To me, it seems like the Trump campaign used Bin Laden's niece as a pawn to hijack the narrative like they always do. Hopefully the media doesn't eat it up. Hopefully they just ignore this. But if they don't, let this video be kind of to expose Trump's tactics of fear and media manipulation. And yeah, I don't think it's going to work. It's not going to work. The thought of her wearing a Donald Trump onesie before she goes to bed was a visual that I don't think I ever want to have in my head again. And I'm sorry I just put that in your head. Those are my thoughts on this. This is probably the last time I'll ever talk about Osama Bin Laden and especially his niece. What do you guys think about this? I'd love to read some comments. I reply to everything. Please give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, or if you didn't enjoy it, I'm sorry. I'm opinionated. Please subscribe, and I will continue to uncover the truth.